It's very tempting. A lot of times the abusive partner will say, you're right, I need help. Let's go to couples counseling together. It is not clinically indicated to go to couples counseling with someone who's abusive. First of all, you're not going to be totally honest in therapy. And it's not a dynamic issue. If it was a dynamic issue, then you could change it on your own from the inside out. But because it lives in them and it's not part of the dynamic, this is something that lives in them. And until they fully can take accountability for that in them, it won't change, because abuse is an externalized locus of control. When you get to the point where you're like, somebody's made me so mad that I'm hitting them or losing my shit, like I'm just going to lose it on them, you have an external locus of control. You've given them power over your behavior. Think about it. Some people, you could be absolutely the worst and they would never lay a hand on you. They would never do anything. They would never even say anything hurtful to you, even if you're acting in a way that you would think could justify that, right? No, you can't make anybody be abusive. So until they're willing to recognize that it's in them and they will fix it with or without you, then their commitment isn't real. Their commitment is just to get you back. So that's really important. And once they have you back, complacency will always win. And that isn't even because they're maliciously trying to manipulate you and continue to be abusive necessarily. But what it means is that they're minimizing the power of their default psychology, those subconscious programs that are 10 million times more powerful than their conscious goal to not be abusive or to be angry or to be controlling. If you are in an abusive cycle and you're scared of your partner or they've hit you before and maybe they haven't hit you recently, but you know that it's possible and it informs your behavior around them, it makes you want to hide or freeze or fawn in order to stay safe, you're in an abusive relationship. And I would not recommend taking an inside out approach. I would take the approach of extricating yourself, having clear boundaries, making it very clear what you're going to participate in and not participate in, and hold firm by holding those boundaries, because an abusive person will not respect your boundaries. Like, they're not going to make it easy for you. So you would have to be really strong. That would be the inside out approach for that situation. It would not be to think, if I can get better at communicating, then they will change. I can get their behavior to change with my changes. Normally that's the case, but not when you're dealing with these situations of preconditions.